EA Sports. It's in the game.
Can we do it?
Let's go, Red Sox!
Overconfidence! All evil spirits are gone today. I believe. Keep the faith. Let's go, EA Sports.
MVP Baseball 2005.
Hello and welcome to Networks Associates Coliseum. Hi again, everybody. I'm Dwayne Kuiper, joined by Mike Krukow for tonight's MVP baseball game. And now, here's tonight's starting pitcher, Barry Zito. Welcome to this exhibition game between the Seattle Mariners and the Oakland Athletics. The game's first batter is Ichiro. This guy has a great approach to hitting, and that makes him just a pretty special hitter. And we're underway.
This guy's a stud, Kuip. He expects to be on that mound all the way to the ninth inning every time.
That's a liner back through the middle. He's on first with a leadoff single.
He's going to have to hit the spots with his fastball or he's going to get ripped all day long.
This hitter will contribute a hit here, a hit there, but he'll help the team. Ichiro is running on the pitch.
Kuip, the pitcher needs to hold runners a little closer than that. That guy had a huge lead and grabbed an easy bag.
Misses 2 balls and no strikes.
This left-hander can really fool batters with 3 pitches that he'll throw for strikes.
A little fastball on the inside corner for a strike.
Players are taught that if you're in second, you're going to go on anything hit on the ground on the right side of the infield. The ground ball right here would open up that scenario.
No complaining today. A clear sky at game time.
Got behind early in the count and never caught up and surrenders the walk.
Coming to the plate, Adrian Beltray. There's a line drive. He's around third. And they take the first lead of the game with that run.
Now there's a perfect example of sound fundamentals. He did not try to do too much. He just executed on the pitch.
They check down at first. He pulls the bat back. 1 ball and no strikes. Cuts it off. He slides hard into second. 1 swing, 2 down.
That is execution. They turned the double play beautifully.
That'll bring up Bret Boone. Zito delivers a ball, 1-0.
With only 3 pitches, Kuip, he's pretty predictable.
The pitch is taken out to right. Swisher will get there. That'll do it for the Mariners in the first. And here's the batting order for the home team. Starting on the hill for the visitors, Jamie Moyer. Here's how the defense is set up. Next at the plate, Jason Kendall. Misses the plate. Ball.
Kuip, this guy's more than capable of going the distance every time he gets on the mound.
That's crushed. It's off the wall. Base hit to lead off the inning. Digging in, Mark Kotze. Unlike many lefty batters, he has has some success against left-handed pitchers. 1 out.
Hey, that's a heck of a job by the pitcher. He made a good play to throw out the runner.
Now batting, Chavez. When this guy steps in against left-handed pitching, he expects results.
Guy, this pitcher's a little wild at times and will issue more walks than he'd like to.
The ball is pulled to the right side. Next up, Rubio Durazo. 1 on and 2 outs. Strike on the inner half of the plate.
Hey, there's an old saying in baseball, big boy. You can't hit the ball without swinging the bat, meat.
That's the final out of the inning with a runner left on third. After 1 inning, Seattle leads by 1. The next batter is Raul Evanez. This guy swings a decent bat, but he's probably not going to win any batting titles. He's on his way to second. The throw is not in time. That'll bring up Jeremy Reed. This left-hander really suffers in the batter's box. Zito deals strike 1 call.
Players are taught that if you're in second, you're going to go on anything hit on the ground to the right side of the infield. A ground ball right here would open up that scenario. Now there's a big league hook. That 12-6 drop really throws off the hitter's timing.
They make the play. Stepping in, Miguel Olivo. This righty has pretty decent success against left-handed pitching. Fastball on the outside corner for a strike. He's going back at the track, the wall, off the wall, and a run comes home. RBI double.
That's a nice at-bat right there. He got that run home, and he ended up in scoring position himself.
This fella here is not what you would call a batting coach's dream.
This dude is a pretty good strikeout pitcher and usually tallies a bunch every time he throws.
Misses for a ball.
That's a good pitch in this situation. Try to make him chase 1 out of the zone.
The ball is hit right back up the middle. He flips it to the pitcher covering. He's on first with a base hit.
Hit that ball in the line. There was no doubt that was a base hit.
And he's going. And he's out on a very close play.
He'll think twice before attempting to steal on this guy again. That was one heck of a throw right there.
Out comes the manager. He's not too happy about that call, but he doesn't feel it's worth getting tossed.
It doesn't look like he did his team any favors by going out and arguing with the umpire.
He hits it to the right side. A run crosses the plate. That's an RBI double by Ichiro.
Good job there. You drive in one, you set yourself up to score another one. You talk about productivity.
Here's Randy Nguyen.
I'm not sure if we'll see him test the center fielder's arm if they hit it to him. He's got one of the better arms in the league.
There's out number 3. Going into the bottom of the second, the Mariners lead by 3. Up next, Scott Attaburg. This left-handed hitter is pretty solid in the batter's box. A little shaky in the on-deck circle, but really solid in the batter's box. Next at the plate, Bobby Crosby. First pitch in tight, 1 ball and no strikes.
Partner, that's what you call a purpose pitch. Try to make the other guy chase one.
Pitches the inner half of the plate.
This guy has 5 pitches in his repertoire.
Out on the play. Coming to the plate, Keith Ginter. Left-handed pitchers don't look forward to facing this hitter.
His pitches consist of a 4-seamer, a great circle change, and a so-so slurve.
On the ground, gathers it in with his glove. Moyer sets him down in order. After 2, the Athletics trail by 3. Digging in, Adrian Beltray.
Kaipi has nothing on the ball today.
He sends this pitch to left. Nice catch by Burns.
The batter gave the field a little too much of an uppercut swing, and the fielder was able to corral it for the out.
On an occasion, this hitter really doesn't hit for average, but he'll get the job done. Sexton is on base with 1 gone. Next up, Bret Boone. He tries to keep him close with a throw over to first. 0-1 count.
He brings to the table a 4-seam fastball, a changeup, and a curveball.
Ball outside. He missed with the changeup. A strike thrown by Zito.
Hey, partner, if the pitcher can keep the ball low in the zone, he might be able to induce a ground ball to start 2.
The catch is made by the left fielder.
Batter lofted that ball too much, and the fielder was able to stroll over and make the play.
Let's go. 2 down.
Strike with the change. It's hit towards third base.
Hey, that's a great play on a very tough line drive. That's one of the toughest balls in baseball to judge.
Swisher is next up at the plate. On an occasion, this hitter really doesn't hit for average, but he'll get the job done. Base hit to lead off the inning.
Hitting is as much mental as it is physical, right? The batter's got to know what he can do and what the situation is at all times.
What a play!
Reese made a great diving catch on that play. He picked up the ball off the bat and gave it his all to make the play.
The next batter is Jason Kendall. Well, the manager can rely on this guy to give you a consistent at-bat game after game. And the delivery. There's a call, 3rd strike.
Kaipi does a good job there to battle back after falling behind to get the K.
That'll bring up Mark Kotze. 2 down, 1 runner aboard. Strokes this one into left field. Nguyen should have no problem.
Hit a nice pitch there to get the fly ball. Nice work.
With 3 innings played, the score is 3-0. Here's Jeremy Reed.
Center field, Jeremy Reed.
One ball and 1 strike. This past season, he hit .397 with no home runs and 5 RBIs. Base hit to lead off the inning.
He's done his job. Now let's see if his teammates can bring him around.
Catcher,
Stepping in, Miguel Olivo. Swing and a miss. Went too soon.
Partner, this runner is excellent at reading pitchers and their deliveries. Now, I wouldn't be shocked if he went here.
Misses outside. Tries to pick him off. Here comes the manager. It looks like the ump is giving him the hook. I hope he said everything he wanted to. Swung on and missed the pitch on the corner. High fastball.
Kind of looks to me like he's starting to lose command of his fastball.
Forget about it. That ball is gone.
God, this dude's so strong, he doesn't even know his own strength.
Coming to the plate, Pokey Reese. Takes a pitch just off the plate, 1-0. No one on and one out. And a breaking ball.
Close pitch right there, but the batter let the curveball go by, and the umpire called it a ball. The hitter wasn't even tempted to swing at that pitch. It was so far out of the strike zone.
And he takes the walk.
Now, I thought he was nibbling too much, and the umpire wasn't giving him a whole lot either.
Next at the plate, Ichiro. He keeps him honest with a throw over to first. And the delivery. Went fishing and came up empty. He winds and throws. He's headed to third. Two-base hit.
I mean, he was thinking double all the way. They didn't even have a chance to make a play on it.
Sends it weakly to the shortstop.
Kite, his quick reaction allowed him to make the play on that line drive. Nice play.
That ball is gone.
He knew that one was gone the second he hit it. What a shot. Beltray comes through big time right here. The three-run homer's a great way to put a big number on the scoreboard in a hurry.
The bullpen is stirring, so he just wants to come out and give the bullpen some more time. Sexton is the next hitter.
That was a well-timed visit to the mound. Let's see if it pays off.
That one's driven way back. It might be. It could be. He makes the catch over his shoulder. Going into the bottom of the fourth, the score is 7-0. Next up, Eric Chavez. That's in foul ground, but he should have room. Beltray makes the play in foul ground. That'll bring up Rubio Durazo. Takes low. It's hit a ton. Just inside the foul pole.
That ball just keeps going and going and going. Nice work on the solo jack.
Digging in, Scott Attaburg.
Pitcher and catcher were in sync on that curveball, and the hitter left his bat on the shoulder.
softly hit over to second. Boone makes the routine catch.
Well, Kai, if he had a good pitch to hit, but just didn't get good wood on it, the fielder made an easy play.
And he delivers. Crosby sends this one over to third. They put him away for the out. With 5 innings left to play, the Mariners lead by 6. Stepping in, Bret Boone.
Second baseman.
Left-handed pitchers won't be worried too much about this hitter.
When you throw strikes with your other pitches, that curveball really becomes an effective weapon.
The count's 0-2. Taken for a ball.
Partner, that's what you call a purpose pitch. Try to make the other guy chase one.
Hit to center field. What a catch.
Well, there's a good example of how good this guy is in the field. He can really go get him.
On the ground. He's aboard with a 1-out single. Up next, Jeremy Reed. The ball is hit to the left side. They're making a pitching change. Cruz comes in from the bullpen. Next at the plate, Miguel Olivo. The count is 1-0. He tries to pick him off. And the delivery. Just missed the corner.
The catch is set up on the corner, but the batter showed a good eye and took a slider for a ball.
2-1. And the count is 3-1.
Partner, that's what you call a purpose pitch. Try to make the other guy chase one.
It's a full count. This past season, he had 233 with 13 long balls and 40 runs batted in. Evanez is off. There goes the runner. He takes strike 3. Heading into the bottom of the inning, Oakland trails by 6. Coming to the plate, Keith Ginter. Pitch misses. Last season, he batted .262 with 19 home runs and 60 runs batted in. Strike 3, and he's gone.
His timing was way off on that strikeout. The pitcher made him look silly.
He's up there in search of his second hit of the game. Fouled away.
He had to be thinking about another pitch, Kai. He needs to stop guessing and see the ball, hit the ball.
That one's high and deep, going, and it bounces up against the wall. He goes in standing with a double.
That's a great bit of hitting right there. He turned on the inside pitch and got a hit out of it.
Next up, Eric Burns. The pitch is hit to right field. Easy play made by Ichiro. batter is Jason Kendall. Man on third with 2 outs. In the air foul, but there's room to make a play. That'll do it for the inning. With 4 innings left, the score is 7-1. Digging in, Pokey Reese.
Shortstop, Pokey Reese.
Turns on it and hits it on a line. Another base hit.
Kite, he hit the fastball like he knew it was coming.
Here's Ichiro. He goes to first. No outs and a runner on first. Swing and a miss. Hit on a line. He reaches with a base hit.
He didn't really do anything special on that swing. He put the bat on the ball and it didn't get caught. Scored a single.
Stepping in, Randy Nguyen. First pitch. On the ground. He just missed it. He's rounding third. A run scores.
Oh, he lays the lumber on that changeup.
That's another hit given up by Cruz. Next up with 4 runs batted in on the day, Adrian Beltray. Swings and misses, and that's a strike.
All you want to do right here is hit a ball to the outfield and cash in that runner at third.
No ball, 2-strike count.
He looked like he was surprised by that pitch.
3 pitches, 3 strikes. Stepping in 1 for 3, Richie Sexton. 2 on and 1 out. Slider strike, got the letters and in. Oh, 2 count. This past season, he had .233 with 9 home runs and 23 RBIs.
Hey, you always want to start the hitter off with a strike. He does it here, and it parlayed into a K.
This one's got a chance. It bounces off the wall. Two RBIs on the double.
Boone not only got 2 RBIs on the double, but he's poised to score 1 more on a base hit.
The Athletics are getting their bullpen ready. Stepping in 2 for 3, Raul Evanez.
Kipe, watch for the runner to advance only to third on a hit to center. The center fielder has really got a super arm.
He yanks a ground ball to the right side. The side is retired with 1 man left on base. Heading into the bottom of the inning, the score is 10-1. Up next, Mark Hotze. The pitch is hit up the middle. He's around first. Great start to the inning. A leadoff 2-bagger.
Hey, he's in scoring position already. He did a good job to start things off.
Coming to the plate, Eric Chavez. No outs and 1 man aboard. Ripped deep into center field. Reed makes the routine catch.
Kipe, every day can't be Christmas. This guy needs to just head back to the dugout and keep on trying next time he gets out there.
This guy swings a pretty quick stick. Durazo hits this ball out to shallow left. And a run scores.
Nice work by the base runner to score from second on the single. The manager's got to be happy with the job they're doing on the base paths today.
Attaburg comes to the plate. There's one on with one man out. He hacked at it and missed.
He'll want to keep that ball down right here to try and get that double play so they can turn two.
Pitch taken for a ball. And the delivery. He made contact, but it's foul. Pitch misses. Makes a move to first. He sends this pitch to left. And the catch is made for the out.
Well, Kai, if he had a good pitch to hit, just didn't get good wood on it. The fielder made an easy play.
This right-handed hitter has truly a needy swing. This past season, he had 239 with 22 home runs and 64 runs batted in. Look out! He hit the batter.
Well, he's dropping some stank guy on him right now, and that's giving the pitcher a little warning.
That'll bring up Keith Ginter. What a shot! It's gone!
That was a great at bat. He went up there trying to drive in a run, and he ended up driving all three with the long ball.
To the plate with a single already in the game, Nick Swisher. Laid off that one for a ball. A ball.
Sometimes you try to make the hitter chase your pitch. That's exactly what you saw right there.
Gets a piece and hits it foul. The count is square at 2-2.
Good location on that pitch. Good fastball.
And he swings through strike three. Score 4 that half inning. Stepping in 1 for 3, Jeremy Reed.
Nice fastball right there. Good velocity, good placement. See you later. Kite, that pitch was perfect. That batter did not have an answer as he watched it go by.
And on 3 pitches, he's gone.
3 pitches, 3 strikes. Doesn't get any easier than that, partner.
The next batter is Miguel Olivo. Fastball for a strike.
Talk about hitting the target. Nice pitch.
On the ground. There's the second out of the inning. The Mariners have pitchers warming up in the bullpen. Reese steps into the batter's box. Strike. He was late on that pitch.
He had a pretty bad swing right there.
Swing and a miss on the changeup.
There's a good example of a changeup. It can be a real effective weapon.
And on 3 pitches, he's gone. Hey, partner, it's time now for the 7th inning stretch. Didn't you sing recently at Wrigley Field?
Oh, I sure did. When I was in the league, I could pitch in front of 50,000 people, but that was like throwing in my backyard. Singing to take me out to the ball game at Wrigley, I was scared to death.
Next up, Eric Burns.
Well, he was not expecting that pitch, and it was obvious by the stunned look he had on his face as he watched it go by.
There's a line drive. He leads off the inning with a single. Stepping in 1 for 3, Jason Kendall. Pitch in tight for a ball. 1-1 the count.
They've set that defense at double play depth. If you can get a ground ball right here, they might get 2.
That's the 4th strikeout by Moyer.
Kaipita does a good job there to battle back after falling behind to get the K.
Stepping in 1 for 2, Mark Hutz. That's his pickoff move. Another throw to first. 1 down and a runner on first. He made contact, but it's foul. He hits it towards first. One ball, 2 strike count. Last season, he batted .314 with 15 home runs and 63 RBIs.
It looks to me like he's starting to lose command of his fastball.
Hit towards the shortstop. Hard slide into second base.
That base runner was really bearing down hard on the second baseman, but he kept his cool and completed the double play.
With 2 innings remaining, the Mariners lead by 5. Stepping in at an impressive 4 for 4, Ichiro. Laid off that one for a ball.
Just not getting much on his fastball out there right now.
He fouled it off to the left.
Well, you talk about making a good pitch. Right there, he was really backed up against the wall, and then he digs deep, makes great pitches, and gets the strikeout.
Next at the plate, Randy Nguyen.
Nice fastball right there. Good velocity, good placement. See you later.
Oh! 1-2 the count. A liner. He reaches with a 1-out single.
Good piece of hitting right there. It's a P that nobody had a chance to make a play on. Oh, partner, that pitch was nasty. That's about as unhittable a pitch as I'd... He couldn't even hit it if he swung at it anyway. He looked like he was surprised by that pitch.
The pitch is pulled out to the left side. Now batting, Richie Sexton. Takes a pitch just off the plate, 1-0. 2 outs and a man on first. Takes a pitch down low.
Close pitch right there, but the batter let it go by, and the umpire called it a ball.
If it stays fair, it's got the distance. Just missed the chalk, foul ball. Makes a pickoff throw to first. 3-1 count. 3-2 count.
That pitch was close to the strike zone, and the batter swung right through it.
Nguyen is taking off. What a battle this is. There goes the runner. He yanks a grounder to the left side. Out number 3 as we head to the home half. After 7.5, the score is 10-5. The Mariners bring in a new pitcher. Mateo comes in to try to provide some relief. Here's Eric Chavez. He hits it to short. There's an out. Coming to the plate, Rubio Durazo. Misses low with the slider.
The hitter wasn't even tempted to swing at that pitch. It was so far out of the strike zone.
It's a line drive. He's having a nice game with 3 base hits.
That single will raise the old batting average a point or 2.
That'll bring up Scott Attaburg. And it drifts foul. He hacked at it and missed.
Late on the fastball.
He sends the pitch out to the right side. He reaches first safely. Stepping in, Bobby Crosby. He tries to keep him close with a throw over to first. Another pickoff attempt to first. 1-1. Taken for a ball.
God, that is just not a very good breaking ball. It's almost like playing catch. Catcher gives him a target, and the pitcher nails it with a curveball for a called strike.
Ground ball pulled down to the left side. And they make the play for an out. After 8 innings, the score is 10-5. Digging in, Bret Boone. Hit towards the shortstop.
God, he did a good job to make a play on that line drive. That looked like it was going to be a base hit all the way.
There's a long drive. Way back and out of here.
God, this dude's so strong, he doesn't even know his own strength. Ibanez didn't make great contact, but that ball just kept going and going and going. That is sweet work to get the solo jack.
Next up, Jeremy Reed. 1 out and the bases are clear.
God, he had to been looking for another pitch. That looked really hittable.
Inside, 1 ball and 1 strike. Takes a pitch high.
Sometimes you try to make the hitter chase your pitch. That's exactly what you saw right there.
And it's 2-2.
Batter went fishing for a pitch out of the zone. Now that's a purpose pitch.
Down he goes on strikes. Here's Miguel Olivo. Low for a ball. 2 outs and the bases are empty.
God, he had to been looking for another pitch. That looked really hittable.
Taken for a ball.
Kyle, I still think fastball changeup is the best combination in baseball.
He fouled it off to the right. The right fielder has a long way to go to catch this one. That'll do it for the Mariners in the ninth. After 8.5, Seattle leads by 6. Next at the plate, Keith Ginter. There's a foul off the catcher. Hit towards third base. Caught by the third baseman. That'll bring up Charles Thomas. This lefty is consistent in the batter's box as he takes his swings. The right fielder glides under this one.
Well, the hitter just put too much loft on that ball, partner, giving the fielder ample time to stroll over and make the out.
Hit to right field. Ichiro will get there. And that's the ball game. Moyer is the winner. Zito is saddled with the loss. The final score, Seattle 11, the Oakland Athletics 5.